Allow the children
it's okay. Off your mind, it's okay. Off your mind,
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, my ego don't come. Ingo touchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My ego diary politico, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. And in the touchlight every corner, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai. Them be promise us say we go get light and power. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say my ego don't come. So my people make you ladder, oh, yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My ego diary politico, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that my yegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say my yegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say my yegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. My yegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. My yegun don't come, oh yo yo. My yegun don't come, man.
Hello there. Good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Mayegun live.
Glory Facebook, glory YouTube. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í kó níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun diary, Mayegun.
Thank you so much for joining me. Please share the broadcast, okay? Invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends, and tell them that Mayegun today, as usual.
Mayegun diary, diary political.
Salute, Ebuka.
Godfatherism, kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun diary.
As everyone is trying to figure it out, like how are you going to handle this in this current Tifnubunomics, right? I think I have a video of Remi Wiripe is offering money to market women in case if you have one in your family, you might be able to tap from it in these hard times.
Ani esunraki, Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú esunraki, Mayegun ti dé. Ani esunraki, Mayegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook, Mayegun ti dé.
Wike and Sim Fubara, phase 2 or 2.0.
Mayegun ti dé. Ani esunraki, Mayegun ti dé. Bàbá bá gbé wúrẹ́. Mayegun máa wí. Ani esunraki, Mayegun ti dé.
I have one very, very sad sort of news for everyone tonight. Another victim of Make Nigeria Never Happen to You. So, Kwame.
Yes, aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Thank you so much. Share this broadcast. Again, invite everyone that need to be here, and then we will start in a minute.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnragì. Ayé ẹ̀ súnragì. Ayégun ti gbé.
Today. So good morning to you once again. Good afternoon to you. And good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. We are going to go to Abuja to see Wike. Okay. But before then, Wike has launched Market Money 2.0. It's like saying part 2. Remember, Tifnumbu was to continue from where Bokwari stopped. And one of the shop they opened on you, Nigerians, under Bokwari was called Ministry of Humanitarian, whatever. You see, that particular ministry, the only job they set them up to do is just to disburse money. That's it. And every year, right, under Bokwari, over 500 billion naira was reportedly shared to the poorest Nigerians. Cash at hand. Here you get. They also went into the market, and most of the time, in all sincerity, this market money, trader money, only came to life whenever there was an election. It wasn't part of APC, Egbekegbe's sort of a manifesto or whatever. It was an impromptu idea, and it has, got over 3 trillion naira. 3 trillion naira purportedly shared and given to market women, traders, poorest of the poor. Okay? And instead of the 3 trillion naira to lift people out of poverty, it dragged others, including those who were not collecting this rubber. Those of you who are doing your own work, running your own life normally. Because in the name of the poorest Nigerians, they were mopping up resources, money, that were to be actually stolen, but they said they would share it. In that regard, the resources that should go into education, go into healthcare, go into community development, they ended up under the name cash transfer. So at the end of the day, those of you who were even trying to keep your head above water, you are not collecting money. At the end of the day, the economy that they are sort of stealing that from, no production, no nothing, the economy started dying slowly. And how do you know? Or how would you know? People lost their jobs. People lost their businesses. Exactly. And guess what? More people became poorer instead of lifting them out of poverty. And we have a name for that. It's called the Buharinomics. And call that 1.0. For the Tifnumbu-nomic that was supposed to be Tifnumbu-nomic 1.0 is continuing from where Bokwari stopped. Don't forget. That means it is going to be called Tifnumbu or Tifnumbunomics 2.0. Omo, sharing this money was so sweet under these rogues. The brain behind it was Pastor Ruga Ikene Shatabandu. And we have a name for him, a lot of names, by the way. Agbowori Babaoja, the special advisor to Boko Haram on burial arrangement, condolences visit, and trader money. Now, that trader money, the 2.0, Pastor Ruga crashed in an helicopter in Kogi, where he went to share money. The helicopter crashed. Pastor Ruga escaped air crash. They still put him inside bullion van and they drove into Kogi because money must be shared. It be like person will do money ritual. That's exactly what that Ministry of Humanitarian Poor People Ministry. It is like person will do money ritual. We'll give you this money. You must show working that you finish it. You've spent everything. The vice president of a country, the professor of law, became a money spender. Spending. Zinzu. You remember them? Now, this is 2.2. And in Remi Werepe's voice, it is going to be different. Okay? Instead of giving 10,000 naira, sure you get, they are planning to give 50,000 naira. And once you see them take pictures here, pictures there, some people post with the image of the money they are going to give them like this, something like this. You see, at the end of the day, there are those who are collecting 25,000. There are those who are collecting 50. All of these are just the, the sort of promo, the face. At the end of the day, they go tell you, say, this scheme, they have spent 400 billion, 800 billion, and they have given this money that you are seeing them smiling, shining teeth here, right? This $40 or 30 pounds. These 30 pounds you have on the screen that they are shining teeth for, by the time they give you the final figure, you'll be hearing 800 billion shared to 11 million families. Now we can't wonder, say, which technique will not take do am? Let me explain.
It is indeed my pleasure to be at this occasion of the official flag off of the rebranded and expanded Government Enterprise and Empowerment Program CHIP, now known as the Renewed Hope Micro, Small and Medium Enterprise Program under the Federal Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation. First, I want to thank the Honorable Minister for inviting me to be part of today's event. I also commend you for the good works which you started so well, and may God strengthen you to finish well. The transformative impact that micro, small, and medium enterprises can have on the lives of the vulnerable ones in our society cannot be overemphasized. These enterprises are the bedrock of our economy and therefore play a crucial role in fostering inclusive growth and providing tangible benefits to those who need it most, especially women and persons with disability. By supporting micro, small, and medium enterprises, we empower local entrepreneurs to generate employment, thereby offering a lifeline to those struggling to make ends meet. This not only reduces unemployment rates, but also enhances the overall well-being of individuals and families. small-scale businesses provide a platform for economic empowerment of those with limited resources who can become self-reliant entrepreneurs when equipped with skills and a supportive environment. It is in this regard the rebranding of the three components of the program is significant. Thus, trader money is not trader money, that's English. Trader money, is that not what we call our money? Trader money, now rebranded Owoja. Olilanya Undi na Bamboo. You see, they left me to do this, so you have to give me support. I've been practicing, and I think time was not enough for me. I just came back from Sierra Leone. Talafin, Sana, Juma, I think I did well. Farmer Money is the second one, now rebranded Wagbe. Olilanya Undi Orungu. Or Talafin Mamoma. And Market Money, now rebranded Yaloja, Ineahia, and Agajinya Kasua. Therefore, rebranding, you see, all of them avoided it, and let's me do them. And I saw, is that the wife of the Your Majesty? A chief, I recognize you, ma'am. And she's Sonia Lupe. Yes, I recognize you too. I love your hat. When I was made the Yumba Nanja Gabambogu, I was given a hat like that too. So, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Drums home, especially among the women folk, including traders and farmers. A deeper understanding and actual implementation of the program in our native languages. As I was informed, one of the strategic components of the federal government's National Social Investment Program, NS.
Let me save you the rest. Here you get, we still have a bit of a long night ahead of us. So that's called rebranding. They are rebranding and all of that, but it is the same scam. Do you get that now? And just being sort of done by a different set of people from the same group of criminals that are taking advantage of you. It's the same. Some people are going to get the money, like those who got the money, 10,000, 25,000, 50,000 from Pastor Ruga, and then went on to go and get it from Shadia, the one that they eventually made the minister of a whole ministry. They created that Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation. That is not alleviating anything. Anyway, I just thought in case if you have any member of it may be your own turn. They are going to also employ new guys, you know, like, come, we are the new sets. Who is looking for a job? Oh yeah, give me names. And then you supply the names and say, you are going to be working for the Ministry of Humanitarian and Poverty Alleviation Affairs, Humanitarian Affairs and whatever. So that one will be so happy. There's this ongoing controversy with the Igbo Youth Summit. I don't know if some of you have seen that. Igbo Youth Summit, Abi Southeast or something, Youth Summit. And they invited speakers to come and discuss the way forward for the Igbo nation, right? And they invited a girl. I mean, absolutely. That I've seen that girl speak before, right? She's more or less like a complete pangolo, like who dead. Do you get that now? But nevertheless, this was a girl that you can use as an example of self-hate taken to the extreme. She is Igbo. She's supporting Tifnumbu. Sure you get. And you see that time when almost everyone was waking up and they're catching the bug of that tribalism from the camp of APC, Egbekegbe. She's an Igbo. I remember coming on this platform to say, those of you who are Igbos, who are supporting or members of APC, how do you feel when this, what do you call it, this Lagos Abobakus, this Agberus, are throwing their Igbophobia with no shame, with no... I did ask you, remember, I did ask people here that if I'm not Igbo, do you get that now? And as a Yoruba man, okay, there is no, I have not seen any, what do you call it, any tribal profiling, right? Yeah, I mean, apart from the normal, tribal slurs that all of us use on ourselves that are becoming unacceptable now, Abi. I'm talking about a proper tribal or ethnic profiling, okay? I have never suffered that. Together, but as an Igbo person, like, how do you feel? This girl was encouraging the lynching and killing of Igbos simply because Tifnumbu lost in Lagos. Ada Anambra, I think that's her name. So this Igbo Youth Summit invited her to come and speak there because she is working for the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, Better Edu. Of course, they will give jobs to some of these airheads and some of these empty heads. And some of them are actually doing it for it, but fine. So it's going to be like a new set of rogues, putting their own new set of structure, and then ready for business. So they give her, they say she's working for minister, an Igbo girl, that publicly called for the killings of Igbos because they won't support APC or vote for Tifnumbu. There are evidence, so here you get. But they now give her an appointment for IDP, refugee management for Eastern Nigeria. There is no refugee camp in Eastern Nigeria. Of course, it's been militarized, it's been terrorized. You know what I mean? Genocide takes place in that place almost every day. Underreported as well. Here you get. But nevertheless, there is no IDP camp in Eastern Nigeria per se. So if an Igbo person was like so comfortable to self-hate so much that she called for the killings of her own kinsmen for political appointment to be managing IDP camp in a poverty alleviation ministry. I mean, that's deep, Abi. But yeah, that's the scheme you just saw there. And in another 1 year or two, you'll be hearing, 1 year or two is too long. Yeah, a year, you'll be hearing the scandal, you'll be hearing this, and then you'll be asking, because most of them just pull numbers just ridiculously from their behind. They want to lift 100 million, or they want to lift 200 million. They want to lift 150 million, 40 million by giving them money out of poverty. So mokuna enjoy amo. If your family come across them, and they be market men and women, here you get collected the £30 or the $40. At least it will be your own share and their own share of national cake, because those who are using you for photo hops and all of that, they are only giving you probably just 10% of the whole money. The rest is gone. And that is why they've never been able to lift anybody out of poverty. But deep you more into it. Remember. Now let's go to Rivers. A lot of us followed the, what do you call it? The supposed fight between Wike and Sim Fubara. to the point that it became more louder that they planned to impeach him. And then that was when the crisis sort of reached its zenith. Abi, they burnt part of their own state house of assembly. And they are both sides are pointing, accusing fingers. No, they did it. No, they did it. They even impeached the speaker. Another person emerged as the speaker. So they are still also fighting that who is speaker, who is not. The one with the majority members, the speaker that was supposed planning to impeach the governor is loyal to Wike. So Fubara himself was said to have choose his own path that is completely opposite to the path that the Wike, their supposed leader, actually expects him to follow. Things like when Fubara said he was not going to inherit Wike's enemies, that he was going to be his own man, right? That didn't go down well with Ikwere Adolf Hitler. Do you understand? According to himself, and I'm going to show you soon. That didn't go down well. What do you mean you're going to not inherit? Do you know how many people would try to bring me down? Do you know the sacrifice? Do you know what it took me to make you governor and the rest of you for all the positions you are currently holding? You owe me that. And it is going to be undivided loyalty. Now, undivided loyalty, the issue is was initially considered as a little bit of friction. So they're going to get over it and move on. No, they won't. Because Wike was even asked. We thought they said that if Numbu has intervened and, you guys have sort of settled it and moved on, it was like, no. Move on where? That in 3 months, Sim Fubara destroyed all of the structures that Wike put in place that brought Sim to power as governor. So what are you talking about? That we saw you together. It was so because you saw us together in an occasion now to carry out official occasion, blah, 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 blah. So that then means that we are now together. But come on, that's what we saw. And we believe that you are matured enough to kind of settle it and move on between yourself, whatever. No, we are not moving on. You have no idea. According to him, Sim Fubara was telling people that Wike was asking for 25% of the revenues accrued to Rivers State every month. That he was not going to give that money to him anymore. That he was even asking Wike that he would give him 10% of the revenues of Rivers State. And Wike said, did you buy form? Ask him, go and ask him, did he buy forms to be governor? Did any of them buy any form to be this? So why should they be carrying rumors about him that is making demands on them? But he didn't deny if he's making demand or not. Earlier, Gandollar, something has happened to Nigeria. We've all seen it, Abi. Recently, I don't know if you have observed it too. Somehow, they have started praising Gandollar as a very smart, intelligent man to lead APC. Mind you, this is not coming just from those who are in APC. They are coming from the supposed people who are calling all of you, opposition, come together to fight APC. Go join them and do some opposition margin. They go just use to now negotiate again, and you'll be back to square zero again. Watching Mayegun and asking Mayegun, what is the solution? Emi ati a solution. They have started praising the thief. And from what we have heard, with their control over the judiciary, which continue to create controversy, scandal after scandal, that will possibly tear up Nigeria or tear down Nigeria soon. Gandollar said they are going to take Rivers State back, but they haven't said how, because it is also tricky. Sometimes when you are trying to, when you are digging the grave for your enemy, you are advised not to dig it too deep, because you may end up inside it, burying yourself in it. They cannot use the judiciary to remove him. By so doing, everything that Wike wrote with INEC to bring in the Fubara, his former state general accountant, accountant general. That's another story. I'll come back to that one. So every fake figure, all of that, they would have to cancel all of that and give the state to APC. What is that guy's name again? Tonye. Is that Tonye Prince Willaby? What's that guy's name again? Amechi's man in APC. Tonye. Even though it will still sound like Shebina APC can't take Rivers, but it is deeper than that. Wike is a coward that is existing in a, existing in a lawless country. Here you get now. He is a coward in the sense that he sabotaged his own political party for the opposition in order to have a place at the table. But he is a coward that cannot actually come out boldly and say, I have joined APC because I am part of APC. A coward. He is still a member of PDP. And according to them, this is like anti-party on steroid. Here you get. You do small anti-party. You can't argue, say, I know do that. But the Wike zone, when it comes to PD, what Wike is doing, APC can never, ever take that from you. If you say you are mad, if they go kill you, they will have to kill you. This same thing that Wike is doing, nobody will try that with them in APC. It's like a court. But he's doing it anyway. And he's giving the people, destroying people, middle fingers. Sack me if they burn you well. Because to sack Wike, you will need to start from his political ward in Rivers, Ikwere. They will sack him there. From there, the ward chairman to the local government chairman to the party chairman in the states, Fumes is gone. But he's so kind of, nobody go try him. Wike is in PDP and in government of APC. Now, APC, they've now made arrangements. Listen to this one. They've made arrangements and transfer APC structure to Wike, even though Wike is still in PDP. They have dissolved APC in Rivers State. They have appointed caretakers. And guess those who make up the caretaker for APC in Rivers? Wike's people, PDP guys. So he is able to do all of that. But Wike's fear is this. If they use courts to remove Fubara, they would have to give the Amechi squad, which Wike fought all his 8 years as governor in Rivers, that Wike will leave town. When he finished with APC, and then, Amechi, when he finished with Amechi, Baba, he went for those who are in PDP too, his own people, simply because he believes that they have divided loyalty. They were loyal to PDP. They were loyal to Atiku, and they are not supposed to. If you are saying PDP in Rivers State, Wike is that PDP. And he can only tell you who you should relate with and who you should not. And this is the paranoia states of mind of Wike. Drunken master. I mean, apart from the fact that Nigerian politicians have they seem to live in a different world of theirs. Okay? Something they themselves fought is what they would then want to have on others and expect them not to. So as it is right now, Rotif Amechi and his own squad, they are done for politically in Rivers State. And I'm not even like exaggerating. They are done for. But at the same time, with a Wike's worst nightmare is for somebody to use the supposed fiefdom that he has built as the lord of the manor. Here you get the king of the jungle he has created. How dare you use my own resources to empower people I have politically destroyed? Because Fubara said, I am not going to inherit your enemies. And there was never a time that we agreed that we are going to go to APC. You even told us that you would never, you, minister. All these things have changed. Only you, they changed the rules. And all of us must stick to your rules, even if they are not really clear. We are in PDP, but we are fighting our own PDP people. Arresting and locking them up for disobeying you. And yet, you are there hobnobbing with, this is not clear. That kind of thing. Anyway, I'm trying to get into their heads, to bring you this scenario that could be playing in their heads. Because Sim Fubara started opening his door, the door of government house in Rivers State, started opening them just for everyone, including those that completely abandoned Rivers State for over 2-3 years because of Emperor Wike. Everyone is coming back. Sim Fubara have started, listen to this one. He has started looking into Amechi's uncompleted project that Wike completely abandoned. They said Fubara has been building that kind of relation, and to Wike politically. That is to say, Fubara possibly is already meddling and then a meeting with Amechi people. So they said all the projects abandoned by Amechi, abandoned by Wike, Amechi's project. They said Fubara started touching them, and Emperor was like, nah, they have to remove him. But how? How can you do it without ending up giving that power to the people you believe you have? Here is a reminder before I take you to today, right? With a Wike, few years back, watch, and he was talking about Amechi.
Wrong, because nothing you can do about it. Even when you have spent your 8 years in office, then you continue to superintend, to say who becomes who, whatever, in Rivers State. Somebody say me. It may happen in Lagos State, but it will not happen in Rivers. We are quite different. It will not happen here. As a governor, I will come and go. I can't stop it. I must come and go. All the came and left. You've never heard of me saying that you will do this, you don't do that. The day my tenure, by the grace of God, ends, I go. That's how God wants it. But see, when you are in a position to think that what's happening in Lagos State, you will do it here, it may be difficult. You cannot continue to say you must be a godfather of the state. That's the problem. It's not possible. Today I live here in the name of Almighty God. I have no business to say, what must I produce? Why? What am I hiding? The people of the state should be able to say, this is who they want to produce. We from Rivers State, we know we have lost somebody in Dr. Peter. I can tell you. What they like.
Nuisance Lele. Nuisance Lele.
A lot has happened since then. Okay? Now, the fast forward to today. Where Wike, in his usual, carefree and troubled state of mind, and his uncontrollable outburst and the rest of all those things, he's changed because he's a godfather now. He fought to install his former accountant general of Rivers State, former wanted accountant general of Rivers State, the man that helped Wike to siphon over 450 billion naira of Rivers State's money. And because of immunity, it can be touched. But he ensured that the man that helped him to loot Rivers State will have the same immunity after him. But you know, Niger, it is he who owed the string to the purse, that they believe owes the power until he's probably proven to have no idea of how to use it. Rivers State is the second richest state in Nigeria after Lagos by revenue and by every other thing like that, which means it's got a very deep pocket for criminals who controls the purse in that place. And it is always current champion. Like people will tell you, current champion, there is no forever champion or champion forever. Where Wike has a little privilege that he is still close to the corridors of power. Yeah? But Fubara owed the string to the purse now. Here you get. And somehow, it's like the battle line is drawn. Maybe they will still use impeachment. Maybe not. But let's go into with a Wike's mental mind, talking about why Fubara has to go. And paying people, hiring thugs, or threatening him and all of that stuff because he's there now. He said when the law speaks, all the thugs will run away. Like what does that mean? When the law speaks, would they remove him by courts like they are already doing with others and planning to, wouldn't that be too risky, no? Would they impeach him? No? Let's go there. A quick one. With a Wike.
Difficult question. If you ask me truly, within what was available at that time, those who shoot themselves at that time, if I support any of them, the next day I would have been in trouble. They would have switched counter to.
So you passed for 3 months then?
So your best option?
Well, at that time, that's what you should have.
So,
but we never knew. It would be the 3 months to scatter a political structure that built you up, to now begin to carry propaganda. Oh, this, oh, that. Now, let me tell you, you know what is painful? You know what's painful when you see these allegations, lie, that I was angry. Who and who sat with me now when he was picked? I was the governor. Did he buy from? Somebody, what I want to tell you, be grateful in life. In all circumstances.
Not that I'm not.
Be grateful in your life, in all circumstances.
Sir,
I don't know, people bring politics when you are showing Ingrate. No.
Your Excellency.
You see, any politician I see,
Yeah.
or any so-called elder, and I see around such person, I see you as an Ingrate. Nobody who is a gentleman, who is a politician that knows what politics is all about, will support that kind of thing. But we kept quiet. I told everybody, keep quiet. No? Okay, let me tell you. How? You have 31 members in the assembly. 31. 27 against you. 27 against you.
But some people will say what goes around comes around. That this is exactly what he did to Rotimi Amechi.
I was not with Amechi. Amechi didn't bring me to be governor. With due respect. With due respect.
He made you his chief of staff. He made you minister.
No, it's not true. I was the one that led the work for Amechi to be governor. With due respect. In 2007, yes. Are you not aware? Are you not aware? Yes. Even making me a minister, he went back to National Assembly to disqualify me through SSS, yes. Yeah, are you not aware? Did he bring me to be governor in 2015? He fought me. Even as a minister.
He made you his chief of staff.
Oh my God, what do you mean by that?
And then appointed you as a minister, representing the state.
No, you don't. Because the time you don't have the time, so I don't want to tell. But the point I'm making is that, look, I'm comfortable. My brother did not give me minister. He gave me minister of FCT. What am I looking for? But that does not mean I will allow anybody to crumble our political structure. It will not happen. Because nobody's talking about your governance. Go ahead. Let me tell you, I challenge anybody. All the roads, all projects you are seeing there, I laid the foundation. I said, listen, for your second tenure, look, the ring road, I passed it as governor in a Islamic council meeting. I said, you must do this wrong as you are coming. I took him to Biden in Germany with the Commissioner of Works, Director of Procurement, to go and negotiate with Jonas Becker. I said, look, if you do this ring road, your second tenure, you are short. If I meant bad, I told him, go and borrow money from Jonas Becker, from Zenith Bank. Pay Jonas Becker, let them be deducting from you every month. Jonas Becker said you will do it in 3 years, which means that is a year leading to your election. Nobody will challenge you in Rivers State. If I have no good intention, I will not do it.
I remember asking you the same question too. But did you sanction this impeachment?
Who's impeaching? No, let me tell you, if you cannot, when you are sorry, you see, you have to be careful. Why would look, if they're impeaching you, did you call me? Assuming I'm the one who plotted it, for example. Did you call me, sir, they want to impeach me. Is that why you send people to go and burn the Hollow Chamber? Is impeachment done one day? Impeachment process, is it a one-day affair? Then you raise ethnic politics. We have never had it like this before. For an ethnic group to come and say this.
We've seen you together after that time. We thought you made up.
Will anybody stop me from going to functions?
So that was a photo ops.
I'm not interested. What
He has apologized.
Listen, no, it's not true. Mr. President, you see, anything that will make me not to respect Mr. President can definitely, it's not there. All this thing you are saying, him dancing around, is because Mr. President said, Minister Dobidovich, do this, you go and do this. He disobeyed President, Vice President, disobeyed Vice President. Look, politics is not, when the law speaks, Togri will run away. When the law speaks, militants will run away. When the law speaks, ethnicity will run. The law has not spoken.
Nuisance, Lele. nuisance lele.
Is it just me? Or you could see a rattled Wike blabbing at some point, couldn't complete some sentence? Except for where you want to talk about what hi, it was I, when he was speak, I took him, I, this or that. It did not call me. It did not say, sir, when they want to impeach him. Why did he call me? Except for those areas, right? But when he's asked questions about like, but he's apologized to you. Did he have did you, is it just me? Or you noticed that too? Could it be that he's rattled or he's just angry? Somebody said he's crying, maybe from inside. And if you have been listening to me for the past 15 minutes at least, you have the backstory. And you should be able to understand. Psychologists in the room, and you psychologists who can see through people even without having to be in their presence. So you can tell he's rattled or he's angry. Both. So you can't be like, say they're mad. Somebody said he's drunk. I'm not asking the toxicologist to observe, okay? I'm asking those who can psychologically, right? He's afraid that Fubara has gone a wall on him. And he's not, somebody said he probably didn't prepare for such fight back. He's mentioning thugs. Where Wike used thugs, armed thugs with policemen and the rest and soldiers to chase those he disagreed with because of social media scuffle. He mentioned something about tribal, ethnic, whatever there, yeah? Because of social media scuffle with Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, with Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu said, listen to this, Rivers State is Igbo land. But he didn't say Rivers State. But he was right. He said part of Rivers State today. Because you know what they did? That a lot of people are living in denial of, thinking once they keep denying it, it will evaporate and go away. Of course, they've succeeded in making some people to deny their own Igbo ancestry. But here is how it happens. After the Biafran War, the genocidal war of Nigeria then, and they started what is called state creation, they did something. And that is why Nigeria is in this mess today. I just thought I should quickly give you this history lesson, very quick one. When they started state creation, the primary goal was that the Biafrans, which included the Igbos and all other ethnic nations making up of the old eastern region of Nigeria, that it was the Igbos that encouraged the rest of the eastern part of Nigeria to secede. And Nigeria needed the oil of the eastern Nigeria. So politically, to prevent such in the future, that the eastern Nigeria will have the audacity to say they want to go again, they went to work. They started dividing Nigeria into states without the consent of the people that they were breaking up. So the way they now did it when they were creating the South as they call it, which is geographically even stupid to say South. You have never heard anything called North. Have you heard that before? East, West, South, North. Have you ever heard that before in your geography class? No. But they created that in Nigeria. But what they were planning to do is to cut out the other ethnic nationalities who are at proximity and share a lot in common with the Igbos. But to make it work, they first want to make sure that when they finish the whole redesign called state creation, the Igbos, they will be circled and they will be in the middle. And the propaganda that will go with it is to keep reminding all these other ethnic nations that every destruction or killings that happened during the war, blame these people, the Igbos. It is because of your oil. That is why they wanted to break away from Nigeria, not because of the injustice, the imbalance. The propaganda worked. And they promised these ethnic nationalities on the side here, the Jaws, the Shekiris, the others, remember, you are not Igbos. But guess what? When they are doing all those demarcation, like I told you, they didn't ask anybody which parts, who are you? And you know what I mean? Like, do you want to be part of these people to form a state? Do you want to join these people to form a state? Do you want to form a state with people that you actually are the same people? They did not ask. They started dividing Nigeria. And guess what? Most of the Igbo people who actually shared so much with, their fellow neighbors like that, and their lands and their people, they just cut them into different states. Rivers State is an example. Rivers State. And it's like that. I'm just giving you that one example. So because of this fisticuff on social media, that Nnamdi Kanu in his usual teachings, all of you at Obiakpo, you are this. All of you at Kiniko, you are Igbo. Why did they change your name from, they actually have to create, in order to hide the Igbo-ness in this area, after cutting them and putting them with other nations, make them minorities. You have Ijos, but you don't have all Ijo states, Ishekiri, Yoruba, and all of the ethnic nationalities in that axis. You don't really have them like majorly. So you will see those they now call minorities. Places like Obigbo. Obigbo is an Igbo name because it's an Igbo place. Cut out from, what is that river called? Imo River. The river between Rivers State and Imo State and all that. So those ones are Igbos that couldn't be changed. But they have been cut out to be part of a River State. Wike, because of this on social media, Wike mobilized Nigerian army. After the NSAS massacre, they hid behind the NSAS massacre in order to prove to Nnamdi Kanu that River State is not Biafra. They launched 2 weeks assaults on Obigbo. They declared, this Wike, he declared curfew. People couldn't go out. They couldn't go out to get any supply. Even in their homes, soldiers were going into their homes, picking people, killing those they will kill, dumping bodies in Imo River. This happened, though. It's not make up. They happened because of social media convo. This Wike, this lunatic. So talking about, man. Anyway, make a try recover small. More go to the other part. He never finish. Here is another one.
You showed it clearly, and people are just talking about, oh, they say you should bring 25%. You say you should, you know, I just look at this word. Is that this word is?
Honorable Minister,
do you think Governor Fubara was acting like the same Fubara that you know all along that you have worked with? Or some politicians were killed behind him and probably prodding him?
These are politicians I flung out of the state. They have no chance.
Yeah, perhaps they realigned after, behind him.
Let me tell you, they are not to do what?
Behind him, as governor now.
To do what?
To get at you.
Just look, we are just starting. We are just starting politics. What you know, you know. What you don't know, you don't know. It is, look, everything is not about money. I was not a governor. I was an ordinary minister when I became a governor. I challenged the sitting governor and I defeated his candidate. Right? I was not carried by anybody like this and thrown there. I worked hard. Federal government fought me to the point that I couldn't have even done, I would have lost focus. You know what I passed through from 2015 to 2019? You know what I passed through in 2019 election? You know what I passed through? This one God gave you. No crisis for you. You are not the one importing crisis. Do you know what it means that as a governor, I'm not resting at home? Federal government fought me very badly. But the structure remained. We all agreed we must do this. What's the problem? God gave you something on a platter of gold. No crisis. Federal government is not fighting you. Nobody's at home fighting you. You are the one trying to create crisis for yourself. What kind of system is that? What kind of system is that? Who does that? Okay, no matter. Only ingrates. Only ingrates that is in their blood that will support what is happening there. Only those who are natural ingrates. Forget about those you are seeing around. Those are people who couldn't come to the state because some of them, they say I refuse to make them governor.
Isn't that the cause of the problem? That those people now, because you are away from the state, they have seen an opportunity to own a Sim Fubara governor.
I have no problem. You can own whomever you want to own. I have no problem. Look, in this politics, it's not the man who has the largest possible. In this politics, it's not the man who has the largest purse. The time for politics will come. I'm concentrating on achieving.
That's like second term.
The mandate
before second term
given to me by Mr. President. Let me tell you, when I was governor, look, my structure never one day, nobody. This one is 3 months. Under this, you showed the word. Even if assuming, do not consider. Do not consider. Anybody had wronged you to the point of no return. Assuming, do not consider. Of what people did for you in 3 months, you showed your hand.
So we want to, Your Excellency.
Which was why, because that question will keep reverberating, which is, you know Sim very well. The Sim that you know, do you think he is acting on his own volition or is acting some scripts written for him?
I have told you here.
Because a lot of people will tell you.
I said, I have told you here. Even you now, I claim I know you. But I give you power money.
Are you
give me both.
I give you power money. That is the only way you can know somebody. But like I told you, I'm not worried. I'm a politician.
Okay. Your Excellency.
I have what all it takes. Look.
All of this could affect your legacy as well.
It doesn't hurt legacy. Let me tell you. I don't worry myself when I see certain things on social media. The day I took decision, my team will took decision that will support Tinubu. The social media came down. They use this day, they use the rise, every plot that nothing was not said about me. Nothing in this world that was not said about me. I say, well, It's a decision, it's a political decision I think will help our state. And today, our state is seeing now, people are seeing the benefit of supporting Aswadi Ahmed Bola Tinubu. I didn't take a wrong decision. Even that decision I took that time, it was terrible.
Your Excellency.
I saw what. So now, what you are saying is that article group that said I made them to fail is talking good about him. Those that I didn't give them governorship, that's okay. That is not the wrestling ground.
So talking about
I
decisions,
use instrumentality of law to fight.
Your
I don't
Excellency.
use talks, military. I don't use ethnicity to fight. No, I don't do that.
All right.
It is smoke Igbo. It is take Indian.
He kept saying, I am not worried. I am not worried. But he looked so worried, and it's all written all over him. He's worried. The gamble is about to burst. And I think the people of Abuja will be the one to first receive with a Wike's wrath. He can't do anything to Fubara per se. I have given you my own, what I believe, my own observation of the whole thing. But don't take my word for it. It is Nigeria. You may wake up tomorrow and the breaking news will be like Fubara has been impeached. Rivers State on fire. The commissioner of police has order for curfew. A new Kiniko governor is going to be sworn in tomorrow morning. And before you know it, could just go from 0 to 100. So don't take my words for it, okay? Or you can tell he's so worried. And he seems so very scared too. But he can't really do anything to Fubara. What he would love to do when he was their emperor's governor. This guy arrested the House of Representative member. You think it's a joke? This way the Wike. He told everybody that nobody should buy any form. That he has already selected. So they now announced the people that the Wike selected for House of Representatives, for Senate. Those he selected for House of Assembly. Here you get. Then the governor and deputy governor. When he picked all of them, he went on and he bought forms. And he shared the forms to those candidates. So whether you are serving senator or you are a serving House of Rep member from Rivers State under PDP, the moment Wike did not announce your name, that means you are not going back anywhere. One guy can't go do strong get. Honorable. He decided to go. It's the democracy now. He knows that he stood no chance. Here you get in getting the party nomination because the emperor has bought all of the emperor only printed one single form for every position, one form per position. He didn't print any other form. So this guy decided to go to the PDP headquarters in Abuja to go and pick his own forms, and he paid for it. When the guy got back to Rivers State, Port Harcourt, to go and submit his nomination form, Baba, then grab him like a thief, wanted thief, honorable member. He has his own police, so he has all this Abuja card they give to them. Abi, what have you? Before you know it, you want to lock honorable up. When they did the PDP primaries, honorable day prison. When they did the normal election, honorable day prison. It was after election, like for over for like over 10 months in day prison. Nigeria judiciary refused to grant him bail because the emperor said, lock him up. That's the jungle. The guy day prison. Now from prison, they tell us, say, another person don't win the election. They are going to do inauguration on June 2nd. They can't release the guy. Wike did that. Just so you know, this one is not like years ago. This happened towards the end of last year and before the swearing-in ceremony. But you can't do anything to Fubara like that. Here you get. It's not going to happen that way. They first need to strip him of that immunity so that they can then now deal with him like a thief. EFCC go first carry him. So you can wake up tomorrow and see that. But since that is still like it's coming, waiting to happen, with a Wike is very, very sad and angry and paranoid. Trust me, you can see it on his face. You can see it all over him. He kept telling himself that it's me, I'm okay, I am fine. It's not that. Because Fubara has destroyed all my structure. The structure that, that stuff, he's pained inside. Even if Fubara prostrate for with a Wike publicly, that you will see the video, even embrace themselves and laugh, with a Wike is hot inside. And it's not good. People like that don't stop until they have back their pound of flesh. I can give you that for free. And as for Fubara, from what we have heard, he has been reacting to, like, okay, if the man thinks say no one agree, may no agree. He has started some reshuffling in the State House of Assembly. He has started moving people that he believes that could help facilitate his removal. So the shit is getting serious. But until that happens, now Abuja people, did you hear that mandate? Where Wike is your governor of Abuja. Wike wants to be, Wike in his, I think he believes that he's a very smart man and he has a lot of money. He has loads of money. Trust me, he does. Okay? But that will go very soon if he should be out of power too. That will go. But he's got a mandate in Abuja. He needs money. Money to fight Fubara. Fubara, who has now stopped giving him 25%, true or false, or real or fake, at least they've not really sort of debunked the part where they said they were giving, it was giving with a Wike money. That was what they said is the primary problem. Fubara was said to be given with a Wike 25% of a Rivers State revenue and money. When it comes to those who are even working for Fubara, from Fubara himself, every one of them is considered to have been appointed by Wike. Fubara is governor. But now Wike they choose a chief of staff. Now Wike they choose commissioners. Now Wike they choose special advisors, personal advisors. Now Wike they choose those who are going to the ministry, parastatals, agencies, and all of that. Fubara was just there to put his signature. Now that instead provoked some of our Bobby brothers in Rivers. Sorry, I don't even remember. I don't even know what that Abobi means. Tell me, what is Abobi in Rivers? Because they have so much languages that some of them, if you say you hear them online and you just go to Port Harcourt and you can't talk anyhow like that, Baba, your head feel go missing for your shoulder. So what is Abobi? Anyway, let's leave that aside. So the Abobi is like the street language of I don't know, I'm not sure. Anyway, but like the Rivers people were like, Abba, even God that created us, now 10% in the collect. Wike is bigger than God. Abobi na my guy. I like that. So if you come Rivers State or Port Harcourt now, I just be like, Abobi knock me one akpako. Like you are my guy, at least you are not going to knock me pako. Knock me apako or knock me one what have you. So Abobi. So they are like, even God will create ourselves, no be, now 10% in the collect for tithe. So how come somebody feels like it's bigger than God? Anybody that is collecting above 10% in anything they are doing for you, like they agreed, is a sin. Like literally, right? It's a sin. No, I mean, Small thing, they make some of you just laugh and laugh and laugh like that. I'm trying to kind of learn some new languages that are not going to put me in trouble. So if I say, my guy, Omo, knock me to read, you go gist me, Abi. If I say, Abobi knock me up, say, my you going to do okay, so, or you are my guy, you're not going to knock me pako, or, So, let's even leave all of that. Let's go back to Abuja. Okay? So, where the Wike cannot, as it is right now, sort of fight Fubara money for money. And now Abuja people go pay. You have heard of something called the recertification. Bobby. Okay. Somebody said it's pronounced as Bobby. Or Bobby. Or Bobby. My guy, stop distracting me, please. Let's go to Abuja people. Because Abuja people right now, who are watching me from Abuja, are in the best position to make us understand what is a recertification of a CFOs. Certificate of occupancy are the government issued documents, okay, to show that the land belongs to you. And with a certificate of occupancy, your land becomes a valuable collateral or valuable asset, sorry. Because I'm thinking of loan or even like, that's why I said collateral. People use their land, their houses to borrow money. Why? If they can show the government issued CFO. So you've bought the land, produced all the documents, and then the government just need to certify that, yeah, that's fine, we are satisfied, the old document is real, go and pay 500 naira. Administrative fee. What is wrong with that? Well, it is Abuja, it is Nigeria. So they said that the CFO, to acquire a new CFO for your land in Abuja is 5 million naira. Poor man Peking go be like, why I go buy land for Abuja? Say they tell you, say land don't finish for Ikorodu. About Ikorodu, we no get road. Well, my friend, I go buy. Now, rich people, they buy land for Abuja because they have make it so. There are average people also in Abuja. Yes, there are. And a lot of them now will need to cough out 5 million naira, even though they are not buying new lands. They are not planning to build new houses. It is just the same place they have already been paying taxes to government called tenement rates. They collect that everywhere, don't they? Abi, do you call it property tax? I don't know, but tenement rate is very common, isn't it? You pay every day, and tenement rate is like the rent you pay on your land to government, Land Use Act. You heard that, eh? But it is now called recertification. They need money. They cannot create wealth. All they know is to grab it, take it, and they can take it from anywhere. Historically, criminal leaders or criminal kings, government no get job. Government has no business in business. You know that. So criminal kings in history, whenever they want to increase their wealth, they just go looting and plundering of neighboring villages and everywhere. And if there is nobody to loot or any place to plunder, they descend on their people. They call it taxing. Listen, taxation. Listen, if you make 1 ton of grains from your farm, you are going to give so amount of it to the king. Now, you see everyone who has 10 bags, 20 bags, 50 bags, 3 bags, 1 bag, 2 bags, and all of that. Those who are going to contribute just a cup, those who are going to contribute a big bowl, those who are going to contribute bags and trucks and all of that, because these are the percentages of their produce. By the time everybody add everything together, the king is richer than everybody. He has more gold than everybody because he could take it from you. He has more food than everybody. He may not even have a single farm. Sure you get, because it's the king. You can do that. You take it from them. The king is rich. The kingdom is poor. Do you understand that? It has always been like that from history. That is what they changed. Kingdom to government. Government and those in charge of that government who have no idea of how to actually create wealth. They can announce prosperity just from stealing from you. It's so easy, it's so simple. You have no idea. Go to Lagos. They have no good roads. Trust me. They have no electricity. They have no security. They have no good healthcare system that serves the population. The joblessness is at the highest. But it's also the state that earns most money from revenue. Which revenue? Squeeze them. Take whatever you can take. Bring everything together. How much money did we make today? Oluwami, my Lord. When we collected from the marketers, when we collected from the traders, when we collected from this, when we took from that, when we carried from here, when we dragged from there, at the end of the day, today, Oluwami, we're able to get up to 10 billion naira. That's a lot of money. Oh. So people get 10 billion for this hard economy. Where did they get it from? It doesn't really matter. Just take it from them. And tell people, we are doing so well, oh. We are doing great, oh. Do you know how much money we make a day? Do you know how much money but where is the water? Where are the infrastructures? Where are the things that should serve those people you are taking them from? We are working on that. We cannot build that in a single day. You cannot build that in 10 years. It took America 300 years before they were able to get to where they are today. It took China 1 million years before they get to where they are today. Nigeria is just 63 years old, so we are building small. Hello? That is the kind of trashy, unimaginable place you have. So they need money. And you have to give them the money. Yes, you have to. You might later, they may even come out, even this Wike is bragging recently that he has been able to save 110 billion naira for our FCT in the last 6 months. 110 billion. There is no 110 naira anywhere. He has not saved any 110 naira from Abuja anytime. No. But he needs to drop the figures and say, okay, when you now say, okay, if you have 110 billion, Mr. Minister, why do you want to force all of us to pay you for 5 million for something we have already paid for? Government issues certificate to your law. It is because they need to squeeze you and take whatever it is. It's not because they want to give it back in a form of development and all that. No, they can borrow money to pretend to be building something for you. Everlastingly uncompleted. But they need money. They need to squeeze your pocket. They need to dip their hands in your pocket. Take whatever they can take. If you are dead, you'll go to your dormant account and take whatever balance you have there. It doesn't matter. They need to take from you because that is the only thing they have. They know how to do. They have no idea of how to create a wealth. It is not just in their DNA. So Wike needs money to fight Fubara. His own structure in Rivers State, they are going to be starved money. If their loyalty is to Wike, they will need to go to Wike for money. Wike is talking about mandates given to him by Tifnumbu. You did not vote for APC in Abuja. You know that you rejected APC, you rejected PDP. Now somebody is sitting there saying his mandate, that Tifnumbu gave him a mandate. Which mandate? So I feel sorry for you, Abuja people, but I'm saying that it's going to be taking it out on you. And I hope you continue to be able to endure that. Let's take a quick detour on this issue of the judiciary that has now become the judicial bandits. The judicial banditry, which is about to spell doom for Nigeria. Here, I want you to listen to this a little bit, and I will be back.
So give us an understanding of what you make If what was read in open court on Friday is different from what we now see in the certified true copy of the Kano governorship election appeal court judgment, what do you think has gone wrong?
Look, my brother, listen. This is the Nigerian judiciary. Anything is possible, isn't it? That's exactly what we see these days. I'm not one of those people who will come to your studio and tell you that everything is hunky-dory with the judiciary. And the fact of the matter is that there is now ample material on the basis of which to suspect that that judgment, something wrong, certainly did happen. And you see, every judgment has three parts, okay? There is the recital of what was filed, what's in dispute, framing the issues. Then you have the discursive part, the discursive dimension of the judgment, in which the judges, the judge, as the case may be, discusses applicable law, analyzes applicable law, applies them to the issues framed, and makes their decides how they are inclined. And then you have the dispositive parts. The dispositive parts is actually will be where the judge actually says, this is how I decide, these are my findings, these are my orders, and that's the end of the matter. Now, you cannot say that the dispositive part of a judgment is an error. No judge makes an error with their dispositions and still calls that a judgment. Again, we all learn every day, and I'm learning on your program this evening, that what is said in court is really the judgment of the court and not what is in the records. That's the way law works in Nigeria. You learn every day, and in this studio this evening we are learning. I'm also learning on this particular program that you can appeal against concurring judgments. But you see, that's why I always tell you I'm not a lawyer. I come to this program as an ordinary citizen, okay? And I speak as an ordinary citizen. It's absolute new law to me that you can appeal against concurring judgments. It's new law to me that what the judge says in court is what the judgment is and not what is in the records. Everything I'm hearing here is very new.
Talking about the judicial bandits and judicial banditry. You follow that of Kano, Abi? You follow that of Plateau State, have you? I don't think you have. APC, Egbekegbe lost. They lost in Plateau State, even though they were the one in power. Now they are using the courts, like Gandollar said. They are going to take Plateau State, and they are going to take Kano State. And it doesn't really matter what anybody feels or doesn't feel. It's going to happen. And heaven is not going to fall. Judges gave judgment. And when they release the content of that judgment, it's different to what they actually gave as judgment, created a confusion. They demanded for a sort of a withdrawal to say, come, we want to fix that. They fixed it and said, of course, you have been sacked as governor. People are already tensed on that. I'm not going to take you on the political part of it now. I'm going to take you on to what injustice can do to people and how much injustice have been normalized in Nigeria. And the victims of injustice, they are crying for justice. They are crying for help. Unfortunately, a lot of us are already deaf, blind, mute towards the truth. I'll show you something. Even though Nigerians are mostly reactionary, hey, how can that? In fact, God, that's Nigerians for you. And after a day or two, a week, maybe a month, they don't feel the same way anymore. Or maybe not massively like before. If some people, because there are some people that are never going to forget, then you will become just memory to those who really cherished humanity and the loss that what happened to you could have been to them at the time. That is Nigeria. We need justice, we need this or that. I say, afterward, you are on your own. So people are advised all the time, please do everything you can. If you can avoid it, if you can escape it, I don't know how you do it every day, but take God beg you, just make sure, say, Nigeria no happen to you. Because what happen, once it happens, right? Make people just pray, say you live to tell the story, because you may not be able to, you may not live to tell the story. Oh man, horrible gone. When a lot of us will still remember Deborah Yakubu, that young girl that was lynched by his fellow students who happened to be Islamic extremists, Islamic jihadists. She complained that the school WhatsApp group is not for religious conversation, it's for the students to share, sort of opinion, ideas, and maybe assignments and all of that. Information that has to do with their classes. Stop forwarding Frida, Kiniko, Salatu this or Salatu that, Muhammad this or Allah that. Stop forwarding them here. A lot of you can even form your own MSM group, like a Muslim student MSM group, like form that on WhatsApp. This student too, is not a Lekewo, it's not Islamic school, student of a public school. Immediately they converged and they issued a fatwa on that young girl. That same day, they started hunting for her. When they found her, they beat her, lynched her, and then set her ablaze. They burnt her to ashes, and they watched that until the flame completely goes out. She was dead, turned ashes, and they were satisfied. They walked away. The people, as usual, this Islam is this. Some even took time, like, when they say Islamophobia, those people who have been looking for reasons to, to sort of attack Islam, as you see, right? They used that. Others used that opportunity to also teach people why there are those who are extremists in Islam, there are those who are moderates. So the moderates don't like those ones who are violent, but they acknowledge that they exist based on wrong teaching. And it shall triggered a lot of things. Then people started calling for justice. Justice for Deborah. Justice for Deborah. The young guys who killed her, the police said they have escaped to Niger Republic. How? You did not arrest them or something when that happened? We tried to arrest them, but it's very difficult. Are you being serious? Months after, we later realized that they were actually arrested. They were arrested, okay? And the same day they were released. However, when people raised the alarm, they arrested them again. This time around, they now say they charged them to court. But here is the twist. The police that arrested these killers charged them to court they didn't charge them to court for murder. They charged them to court for public disturbance. They did not charge them for murder or using religion to kill other people. No, they didn't. Then, to make it worse, the police didn't go to court anymore. it got to a stage that the court got tired. That if the police will not come to court to come and fight the case, the court was going to free them. Court actually discharged and acquitted them without trying them at all. But that is not the story I want to share with you tonight. It is the story of Rhonda. Rhonda, like everyone else, reacted to the killings of Deborah, lynching of Deborah. And according to everyone in the know, Rhonda decided to, Rhonda received, Rhonda is on the left, okay, that's Rhonda on the left, okay, with her family, her husband and her 2 children. All right, so here is the story, okay. Rhonda was arrested. According to this news report, I'm going to read that to you. Just keep staring at that screen. So that you are staring at the screen, Deborah is on the left. Deborah is on the right. That's Deborah on the right, killed a year ago by Islamic fundamentalist or extremist jihadists in northern Nigeria who are supposed to be students who were going to school, educated though, but they are jihadists, terrorists, okay? But now, here is Rhonda. They said that Rhonda, a Christian woman in northeast Nigeria, is on trial after being held incommunicado for more than 4 months on blasphemy charges for forwarding a WhatsApp message, sources said, right? Rhonda Yao Jutao, that's her name, 45, was arrested in Bauchi State in May, just 4 days after Deborah was killed. Rhonda was arrested, and the arrest, let me first read the report anyway. So yeah, they said after receiving a WhatsApp message from Ghana condemning the gruesome killing of Deborah Emmanuel Yakubu, a university student in Sokoto State, also falsely accused of blasphemy Islam. Jatau, that is Rhoda Jatau, shared the message condemning Yakubu's, which is Deborah's May 12th death, with colleagues in Warji County, and Muslims who saw it accused her of blasphemy and sought to kill her. Security agents from the Department of State DSS, Nigeria Secret Police, arrested her on May 20. 8 days after Deborah was killed, they arrested Rhoda. So, and she was incarcerated when Muslim mobs stormed her house seeking to kill her. Okay, so now they said ever since her arrest, Mrs. Jatau has been detained in prison over false accusation of blasphemy, charged with inciting public disturbance, exciting contempt, attorney. Now I'm gonna, in fact, they said the charges, they said she was accused of inciting public disturbance, exciting contempt of religious creed, and cyber stalking. Effort to secure bail for Jatau, a health worker with the Warji local government area, have been frustrated and denied by government authorities and leaders of Islamic groups in the state. The charges accused Jatau of Tudunwada Aleri of posting a video that disparages Allah, Muhammad, the Prophet of Islam, his parents, and the entire Muslim community to a WhatsApp group of the Primary Healthcare Authority of Warji local government area, allegedly with the intent to cause religious crisis. The charges allege that she thus violated Section 210 of the Penal Code Law and Section 24, subsection 1B1 of Cybercrime Prohibition Prevention Act 2015. Jatu was held for 2 weeks before she was charged, and since then, she has been held incommunicado in prison as authorities and Muslim leaders in the state delayed her trial. An application for bail was filed on July 20 after she was held the legal maximum of 2 months without trial, but it was not assigned to a judge until July 26. And by then, judges had gone on vacation. It was in August that the application was reassigned to a vacation judge who heard it for the first time on August 11. Right? So, information we obtained from Mrs. Jatau shows that the WhatsApp message she received and shared in her group was for caution against violence and against the use of derogatory language in addressing other people's faith. But that was not the interpretation by the Muslims. And since the occurrence of the incident in May 2022, there have been campaigns by Muslims for Mrs. Jatau to be killed for blasphemy against Muhammad. I am not talking about Afghanistan. This you are hearing from me is not from Iraq or Iran. Trust me, it is from northern Nigeria. A woman has been held for over a year, over 1 year, nearly 1 year and a half, for sharing a video that preached against religious violence and any cause of violence or against anyone because of their faith. The Muslims, this is what happened. The Muslims, this Islamic fanatics in Bauchi state decided to kill her. And the Daura Secret Service under APC, they kidnapped her. Initially, they said they were keeping her for her own safety, only for them to charge her. This is a woman that reacted to the killing of another Christian by Islamic mobs, terrorists, who happen to be students of a university in northern Nigeria. And justice, as some will say, justice for this. How many people are you going to scream justice for in an unjust society? I mean, you don't have to wait till you become the victim before you realize that we are toast. A woman that shared a video that wasn't inciting anything, but because of the Islamic leaders, terrorists, Islamic northern leaders, who wanted her killed. But since the mob couldn't kill her, Nigeria constitution couldn't protect her, rather they are using that to punish her. Blaspheming law in Nigeria. Just few days ago, they finally released another guy, Tani Olorun. These are also championed by Islamic fundamentalists and Islamic terrorists of Ilorin. All of their emir and some of these Islamic fundamentalists too, where it is all about subjugation. Subdue them. Show them that they cannot mess with Islam. Don't try that nonsense with Islam. Don't talk like that with us, we'll kill you. We have the moderate Islamist that also acknowledges this. They will tell you, listen, Islam is not by force, it's a religion of peace. And they believe that. But you know something? Those who are supposed moderate Islamists, moderate Muslims, they may not tell you this. Those who have been very much truthful to themselves, they will tell you, they themselves are afraid of these fundamentalists. You see those moderate Muslims that will tell you, that doesn't mean that you have to, not all Muslims are like that. We know that all these ones are just doing it out of, they are like misled. These are people who have been taught by some people who like this is not Islam. But they will not tell you that they themselves, they are scared of these people because the same treatment will be meted at them if they dare try to stop them. So they have given up. Rather, they would rather comply. And that is a threat to all of us. who will never bow to any religion or any religious ideas. Those of us who believe in live and let live. Do you understand that now? That is going to be a problem. Okay? If you have jihadists that are killing people in the name of Allah, in the name of Muhammad, and you, moderate Muslim, you acknowledge this, but you easily take offense when the victims of this fundamentalist speaks out. I understand that some of you are afraid of them too. They will cut off your head if you try to tell them to stop. I'm only appealing to you that look at this injustice and deny if you have been one of those who have been sort of excusing them for it. They locked somebody up because they said he insulted their emir of Ilorin. He insulted Muslims. And you are a moderate Muslim, but these fundamentalists to you, they haven't gone too far enough. Tani Olorun should be counting himself lucky. If it's another place now, they would have killed him because you won't kill somebody. You know it's barbaric. Abi? You know it's totally mental to say you are killing people because they say something about your religion. That you have an ideology, you have a religion. Nobody can criticize it. Nobody can say anything about any of your prophet and the rest of that. They should be killed and the rest, right? You can't do it. But you take offense. And therefore, people should be very careful. There will be problems. And it's not just for maybe Christians. Even some of us, we say we don't get any religion. We should have the liberty to criticize your religion. Criticize everybody. It's a belief. It should never trigger you to kill people. Your belief, your faith should never trigger you to kill people to justify it. That is terrorism. But you see so many of I have my moderate Muslim friends, so they are like moderate. They won't kill people. They will never kill people. But when you see the injustice of those who actually protect the terrorists that are willing to kill people because they are told they can kill people in the name of Allah, and the injustice and those who are reacting to it triggers you. But you are not a terrorist. You can't kill somebody. It's not allowed in Islam and all of that. But you take offense when somebody whose life has been altered, whose life has been taken, simply because they said it's blasphemy against Allah. And you are like, hey, it's true now. Nobody will take that nonsense. What the hell is wrong with you? You have a God, a very powerful one. A very powerful one that created people, created all of us, give us life and everything. You can't do that. And that same your God cannot fight for himself. When people go wrong, you have to do it and fight for that God and defend that God. You know what I mean? Or use your position to deny Nigerians their liberty and freedom. And you are saying there is going to be peace. It is called the peace of the graveyard. It won't last. I promise you. That woman is locked up and they have kept her incommunicado. She did not do anything wrong. She is a Nigerian. Supposedly somebody who have a right. I'm a Nigerian. Like, two guys are at the airport. And something happened, right? And then you say, I'm an American. Sorry, I don't have any accent. I'm just going to make it up. And it's not going to even sound American. So don't even think, what's this accent, Mayego? I'm trying to sound like an American, but I know it's not going to ever sound like an American. It's just going to be like an Ijebu American or, Osapa London. Sometimes these days, if you say, I did London, I say, hello. AK, where you did now? Say, sorry, I did London. AK, you don't go London. Now I did London. Why you they shout? I'm just relaxed. I just woke up. AK. So you did London. You go London. You know if you tell your party. I'm going to tell you that they go London. Now waiting be big day. AK London. Ha. And they will say, no, I did Osakpa, London, Oshakpa, London. That's in Lagos. And then you begin to sound like, you just be like, person we come London for 2 weeks, they come to London for 2 weeks holiday. And before you know it, they return back to Nigeria, they don't get accent. So, how much is the ball, eh? Say, what did you say, man? I said, how much is the ball, eh? Like that roasted plantain? Roasted plantain ball, eh? Could you de sorodada now? Ball, eh? Ball, eh? 2 weeks, you just spent 2 weeks in London, eh? And I don't get accent, so I just thought I should let you know. So don't judge me. 2 guys at the airport facing the counters, right? And then you just saw one that started saying, I'm an American, man. You can talk to me like that, man. I told you it's not going to sound like an American. It's even embarrassing. I'm not going to do it again. Because, I don't know, like, I don't know what it's going to be like in 20 years' time when my children will see this video. They'll just be like, see our daddy, top fooling. On social media now, they will say, is there any top fooling that you have seen on social media? Something that makes you feel like, how could somebody be fooling himself like this? And then you'll be seeing some of this video and say, oh, this one wins it. Oh, that one is the best. 20 years time, my children will just be like, Papa, they fool himself. They try to form saying it could make up, it could kind of speak like an American, so I'm not going to do it again. But what I'm trying to say here is this. An American is telling somebody that like he's an American. You can't talk to me like that. You can't do that to me. You can't, you know what I mean? I'm an American. See, I'm doing it again. You Nigerian self go there, cause they say, oh yeah, you here. Take off your clothes. Come on your pants. Oh yeah, open your yansh. Bend down. More see the hole. Open. And then you come vex and say, do you know who you talk to? I am a Nigerian. Do you know a Nigerian? I say, Baba, who are you? Who are you? I'm a Nigerian. The giant of Africa. I say, Ogbeni, open your yansh, if you get drunk inside or not. Who care about you, Nigeria? Now, because you even be that Nigerian, and you are proud, Oh, yeah, kneel down. Do doggy. Oh, yeah, bend down well. Bend down. May your ass they go up like that. We won't put touch inside. Americans, they say they be Americans. They say I'm a Canadian. You can't treat me like that. I'm a British. You can't talk to me like that. You self can't go there. They say I'm a Nigerian. Who you be? Who gave you that right? In Nigeria, where you are just treated like a statistics, you have no right. None. Somebody can lock you up and then that's it. Where you won't go and say, I'm in Nigeria. How can you treat me like... Even in America, Americans will be saying, why is this going on? This is the United States of America. You can't take my gun. Like when America, they tell you about gun. All of us, when we say they fear gun. You know that thing? All of us, when they fear gun. You go to the police. My fourth amendment, my second amendment. Any small thing. I know even if you argue with somebody from my street and say, he say, F you. You say, F you. And he say, I'm going to hand you, man. And he say, I'm going to hand you too. Mama, you know if you do that in America, but when you see them talk about that right of their gun, you will say, if you do anyhow, you remember if they won't rob you in Nigeria, once they say, look down, don't look at me, look down. And I just open it and say, here you see your life or your phone. Don't shout, look front. You will come blessing and pour water for your body. Say, yeah, mugbe. Hey, bon. All right, sir. Thanks, sir. Thanks, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, continue to say, I love you. I love you, sir. What is your PIN? What is your ATM PIN number? Oh, yeah. Answer. They never shoot gun, no. You don't even know if I told you. All of us will come from that background. We understand. But in America, they just you go on a date with somebody. Boyfriend, friends. Let's go on a date. I can't go date. Instead of talking about, which school did you go to? What do you do? And all of that. They go first one clear the line. You carry? You carry? Carry no be say person will carry money. Oh. You know, say in Nigeria, you go say, that guy carry well. Oh. That guy carry. Oh. If they say somebody carry well. Oh. National Rambo for America. Oh. So boyfriend girl go to say, are you carrying? I say, yeah, I'm officially carrying. Americans talking about their rights. Now you go consider and they say, which kind of be this? Now gun, you they say, now you cannot take away our gun. You can't take away my gun, man. You can't take away my gun. Oh, you're gonna shoot me. America go see person with the whole gun. Fuck you, you know, and he go there, he go say, you gonna shoot me? You gonna shoot me? Are you gonna shoot me? Come on, shoot me. Okay, do it. I say, to your long, Baba. You get extra life for house, in it. So somebody will travel 10,000 kilometers from Orile to what do you call it, Oregon. He can't reach Oregon. Person they can't come up gun. He don't pick race like it be kuni. Me will be say they run. Police they rob for a Ilukweju. And because say we need to run away. I mean sorry, armed robbers they rob for Association Avenue in the Ilukweju. Yeah? And because they just you will see the armed robbers park, they will park and they're like, bah! Anybody they run. Baba. Now just bah, I hear. But I still need to run my street and all of that. You go call the run zigzag. Because straight bullet will hit you. Me, we be say I be small picking. At that age, I knew if I see gun, even if they no shooter, I might run zigzag. You go they run zigzag on the street until you see somewhere where you go run enter. Then you go come to thank God. So me, I go somewhere because they say, shoot me, man. You're gonna shoot me, man. You know? But I kind of wanted you to see what right means. Sure, you understand now. Right off, say, no, you can't do that to us and all of that because I'm an American. I have the right to own my own gun. I have the right this or that. In Nigeria, you have no rights. Right, Woloni. It's about power. And somebody can lock you up and throw the keys away. And the court, the compromise court, if they manage to get you a judge that is going to hear your case in 6 months. Now, from there, you go begin to know, say, I don't get any rights in this country. Because I don't even understand how Nigerians who are in prison, locked up by powerful people who could do that to them. Powerful bodies, pastors, Afas, and all of these people, politicians who can just lock you up. And the court is going to abide by that and say, we adjourn to December 2025. Oluwami, this is November 2023. Are you going to teach us our job? Oh yeah, December 2026. That is the kind of country. And you have no right. They will say, sit down there. You have no right. And you have no right. So I'm telling you all of this because when you say justice for one, it should be justice for all. Injustice to one, it should be injustice to all, right? Injustice anywhere should be seen as injustice everywhere. Don't wait till you become a victim. Nigeria is the weapon fashioned against us. And these criminals, they are the, what do you call it? They are the driver of such. Now it's up to you to choose the size of your chain. Or if you are going to melt your own chain into a sword, the option is always going to be before us. Before I become a victim too, because I know one of these days or anytime when this whole madness continues, even me, Mayegu, sitting before you today, I will end up being a victim too. I have told you this before. Yesterday's survivors, they are today's victims. Today's survivors, they are tomorrow's victims. You always have the choice before you. What you have to do with your own chain. I have told you this before. The current slavery that we have, 21st century slavery, is now psychological. You are no longer walking about with chains in your hands, shackles in your necks to appear as a slave. All of those have now turned to psychological drive And that is why the revolution of the mind that we are talking about starts with feeding yourself with the right information and putting yourself in position where you can indeed stop living in denial or lying, or like living in denial or lying to yourself. From that same mental state, you can actually melt that chain. You can melt it. Take it off. Okay? Put it in that hot furnace. All right? And melt it. And inside that same brain, your brain can begin to carry sword instead of chain. Think about that. I'll go make another tea. Then I'll come back and take calls. Remember, if you are still with me, take a moment and then like the video if you can, or if you haven't already. When I get back, I'll take a few calls, then we'll call it a night. Don't go anywhere. Thank you very much to every one of you who indeed went under that video to drop your own like. So I have a caller here. Hello there.
Hello, my good general.
Hello,
CA
sir.
from Atlanta.
CA, you're back. How are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm good, sir.
Great.
Yeah,
And
two issues. Yeah, the Nigeria Wike is playing God, just like Jagaban did in Lagos. And it's the same, the same footprint. So of course, he's going to get all the support he wants because that's the rule book of Jagaban. So Wike is doing the same thing too, but everything has a time limit. It's going to come to an end soon, one day. Then this religious stuff, man, it's scary and it's serious. Something has to be done. You know, I don't know what our Christian leaders are doing. They are scared to touch the topic. But I mean, something has to be done. It's frightening.
In 2023, they are still talking about blasphemy in Nigeria. Blasphemy.
It's frightening.
And people are actually like waiting to be killed for blasphemy right now in Nigeria. No joke.
And the problem I have is the so-called moderate Muslims, they won't speak up. They won't.
They're also afraid, but they won't tell you that. Because they will, they will be treated the same way. Those who they consider as a non-Muslim, these fanatics, right? They will treat those who claim to be moderate the same way. So most of them always avoid them. And they will tell everybody to give in to them and avoid them too. Mm-hmm.
The Islamic issue. I mean, it shouldn't have gone to that level. But I just quickly, one story. 1994, as a young guy, during our youth service in Jigawa State, 1994. You know, this born again, let me use the word, the born again Christians. They believe we Christians, that are not Pentecostal church people. We are not born again. We don't know God. Blah blah blah. You know how they do. They discriminate. So they had this fellowship, and they invited us. We said, well, let's go. Let's not look as if we are devil. So we attended the program. Jigawa State College of Education, Gumel. So we are holding the program. It's like a retreat, praying. We won't believe it. We are praying around. That was the evening on the weekend. So schools are on break. People in their hostel.
Right.
When we started praying, a crowd started gathering. Like joke. Somebody wanted to tell them that people are praying in the school, in the classroom. Crowd started gathering. My goodness. In fact, that was my first time of seeing death face to face. Death. I saw death face to face. They were coming with knives, stick, dagger, everything you can see. I am telling you, this is not hearsay. I was inside there, praying. But like God will have it, in every 12, there's always going to be, in every bad people, there's always going to be one good person. We didn't have an option. You cannot run out of the room. They surrounded the building. So we had no choice than to increase the prayer.
So that they can now tell people, because what you are doing, praying in Jigawa, Sharia, to them, Jigawa is supposed to be Sharia. You should not have any audacity to come and call another or gather together in the name of another religion. That's blasphemy. Now, what they will tell the world is that they may say, all of you gathered there, asking, attacking their religion, okay?
The prophet, yes, the prophet, yes. So, these are students we teach. We teach in the school as youth corpers. College of Education, Gumel, Jigawa State. Our own students.
Some of fellow students, they were ready to lynch you.
I've never feared for my life before like that, but I'm over 50. I've never in my life faced that kind of fear in my life. I said, God, is it women I'm going to die in this place? Luckily, somebody, at least one good person among them, sneaked out. I went to call the provost of the school. The provost of the school drove down immediately with his 504 salon car then. That was our savior. The man spoke to them. And they dispersed. Then the provost said he's sorry, but next time we should take our gathering somewhere else. Mayogo, we have to relocate to one of the hostels. Hostels of one of the some group of youth corpers. That was how we survived that incident. Mayogo it would have been a history in the dailies.
Like we could have been talking about it today that they killed some coppers in Jigawa for praying.
Yes, Jigawa and
Same way they beheaded a woman in Abuja for preaching. Killed another
terrible,
one again for blaspheming because she told somebody not to pray in front of her shop. She said, please, don't put your mat in front of my shop. Please move to that side. And he said,
do you know that?
Go on.
A year before our service, the previous people that served there, something like that similar happened that caused a big religious problem. The houses were burned, churches were burned. It's sad. It's sad.
See, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm happy that you are alive to tell this story. There are so many people watching.
Something has to be done. Something has to be done.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
I have another person on the line, by the way. Here. Hello.
Hello, Mario. Good evening.
Hey, good evening, sir.
My name is Jerry from Texas.
Did you say Joey?
Jerry from Texas.
Jerry, how did I miss that? How far now, Jerry, Baba? How you doing, sir?
I'm fine.
Great.
I actually have how do I call it? I think I left you a message yesterday. I'm sure you probably didn't get it. But that's gonna be maybe when you get chance and listen to your voice message, maybe you can get the message.
Okay.
But just listening to some of this your presentation today, I didn't start from the beginning, but I started halfway. I kind of get into it halfway. I kind of just thought I should tell you that you see how we can only applaud some of our old parents who actually started from beginning, see this afar off and feel like the best thing for Nigeria to break up. I know some of them didn't see far off, for a few did see, and some of them died for it.
Yes.
I feel like the best thing for this country is to break up. But then, again, here is a part of the voice message I left last night. I don't know if I'm the only one thinking that way. Maybe I'm the only one that read my economics backwards or my own accounting backwards.
Okay.
Maybe some of the people that are listening to your presentation can actually think like I do. Nigerian government claimed that they have stopped fuel subsidy.
So they said.
And when they stopped fuel subsidy, that they claimed that was fraud. They claimed fuel subsidy was a fraud. Now they stop it.
Right.
So how come fuel price now went on and jack up high and then keep going high and high and high? Even though, again, some people claim that they are paying for it. My point reasoning is this. If there was a leakage, you're pouring water in a container, and the container has a leakage. You close it, which is more like your fuel subsidy. The money they are paying, fuel subsidy they are paying was a fraud, and now they stop it. So, when you stop was a fraud, the cost of fuel or gas should have been the same thing it was. It shouldn't have gone high. I mean, who can think reason like me? You are right. It was the money that they were subsidy that you were paying into government account. People were telling the money. The money was not just going to. Okay, yeah. So let me because I probably am not reading right.
Yeah, I mean, I seem to get your dilemma. Okay, saying that when you remove subsidy, the price has gone up. That is expected.
Yeah.
Okay. Because what they are subsidizing initially, according to them, is that if the price of petroleum should be sold for what it costs at the landing cost, they call it, after the production and bringing everything, they said a liter of petrol will be sold for over 1,000 naira. And if that should happen, this that is currently going on will be the situation. Nigerians will not be able to survive. So they decided to now create that loopholes they call it subsidy. So the amount they pay to those marketers after bringing their fuel to Nigeria is what reduces how much Nigerians pay per liter. So when they said they removed it, ordinarily, it simply means if you bring petrol to Nigeria, whatever it costs you to bring it to Nigeria, just go and sell it to make your profit.
Will come out of the pocket of the common person, right?
But where the fraud is,
is this, what was the fraud? Okay, good.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Where, sorry. Where the fraud is, Gogon, is this. I'm gonna give you that hint now. Okay. Normally, if you say I am paying about $4 billion or $5 billion a year in order for Nigerians to be buying fuel at 170 naira. Okay, 5 billion. Now we are stopping it. We don't want to pay that money anymore. Okay, so we want to use that money to build infrastructure in Nigeria, investing in it, so that in another few years there will be no need of importing fuel. You know, that would sound like a good idea, Abi. Here is the problem. When Nigeria, when they were paying subsidy, they were borrowing money to do that, to share that to themselves and all of that. Now, when they removed subsidy, you would expect them to say, we have money, oh, Baba, there is still no money. With subsidy, no money. Without subsidy, no money.
Without subsidy,
and now people are now at the liberty of oil marketers who are also friends of NLPC. Ma bust your bubble for the last one, right? The person that is importing fuel to Nigeria is Nigeria's NLPLC, NLPCL, the Nigerian NNPC. So when you now ask, who are they paying the subsidy to? They will never give you a name because now them they collect them. It's just like a sharing.
Good point. So, and that's why I said that Nigeria is a fraud, as you said.
Yes.
Meaning that all this whole thing is a scam. And now jacking the price up higher is still common man just paying money into the pocket of the rich men.
That is it. It's as simple as that.
Yeah. Anyway, the story of Deborah you said, and religious differences, as you call it, religious fanatics that we have in Nigeria, only explain that. Only explain, and extremists only explain that. I wonder whether we could ever be one country. I think we could have been better off broke up into different nations.
You know,
if I'm coming to Oduduwa, I will get my passport. If I'm coming to Iowa, you get your passport.
That's it.
And everybody married to everybody is just gonna be like some Nigerians married to Cameroonians, some married to Ghanaian, some married from Togo, wherever. You enter the country with your passport.
Nothing changes per se. And if everybody decide not to marry themselves anymore, fine. Yeah.
Look at the buildings that is being demolished in Nigeria and in Lagos. People claiming that it's Igbo people's building, it's Igbo people's structures. No, I'm talking about look at mansions. I think you spoke about
multi-million naira mansions. I saw them.
Honestly. And the worst is you only give people 2 hours or 3 hours to take off all their property.
To move out.
I mean, how much property can somebody take away within 2 hours that you're living in the mansion?
It's just
Man, it's just so pitiful. Like, you look at it and feel like, do we actually need to belong here? Yeah. And I will tell someone that's why from all origin, I mean, from many years ago, I've always feel like I cannot invest in property in Lagos. A lot of people have told me, man, buy land in Lagos, buy land in Lekki, buy land in Badagry, buy land. I will tell them no. I'm sorry about it. I love the Yorubas like anything, but I cannot invest in Lagos. Just because I feel like Nigerians, we refuse to accept each other. That's not what it is. We refuse to accept.
Let me show you something, other. Jerry, before I take another call. Your time is really up,
killing a whole human being because they send a message.
Jerry, let me show you something, okay? Thank you so much, by the way, for that. Look at your screen, okay? Just to correspond me to sort of corroborate what you had just said, right? Now, you see a guy, right, was complaining and lamenting about the state of things in Nigeria. Do you understand? Like the usual that you see everywhere, every day, okay? Now, this guy put that out and somebody said, I mean, it's actually like a Benin man, all right? Known face. Now, you see, what you have on your screen right there, Jerry, are you looking at your screen, right?
I'm looking at it.
When you look at that person who reposted, which is retweeted the one shared by No Nonsense, you will see a name there, Ridwani, he says, right? Now, you see that guy is a special advisor to Sanwo-Iku in Lagos. This one is not like a political jobber on social media. This guy is a political appointee, special advisor to the Lagos state governor. We all know the story of my Lagos, not your Lagos. But read what he just wrote there. Said, so everyone has problem with Afghan Eastern people. Even the Indians and Indonesians don't want them in their countries. But Afghan Easterns are the ones shouting. This was a response to something that an Edo man, the video that an Edo man complaining about Nigeria shared. How did the Edo man become an Easterner? And how could somebody who is actually with a governor of a state, where the number of the Easterners who are also Lagosians are indeed substantial and significant, yes? And the special governor to that state is calling a part of Nigeria Afghan Eastern, okay? But where we have the jihadist terrorists doing their thing, they are not a threat to Nigeria. So, like you said, why do they want people to keep believing that Nigeria may work when those who are supposed to build on that Nigeria unity know better? They were actually building on that division. Back to you, Jerry.
Yeah, bro, I am tired of it. Like, I think the best thing that I would probably say is if we just make up our mind that I said that Nigeria is no one. and it can be one. Unfortunately, I cannot invest. Since I'm an Igbo man, or maybe my parents are Igbo by birth, or I will claim I'm an Igbo, I will not want to invest anywhere else outside Igbo land.
You will not be wrong. Look at those who probably
not like I hate anyone else, but if we break up into pieces and visit each other with international passports and love each other like we love neighboring nations, I think it will work better for us than sticking into this whole thing.
Thank you, Jerry.
I think that's my contribution. Instead of killing each other, somebody sees Deborah because she say, why are we posting this here? They kill her. Then if Nigeria is no one, probably the Christians will know that, okay, we are Christians and let's go to Christian nation. We belong there. Then we can leave the northern nation, they are Hausa or Islamic nation or Islamic extremists. Let them do what they want to do.
At least.
Than holding each other tight and feeling like we must be one while we are not. Our culture, our tradition, our upbringing, our way of life, our beliefs, and everything is not the same.
No.
I just thought I should chip that in.
You did well,
but
Jerry.
Thank you for clearing our issue with the subsidy.
Yes.
And it's still something making me feel like the common Nigerians are just paying higher fuel prices so that the money will go into the hands of the politicians and whoever they call in the name of subsidy. It doesn't make sense.
Anyway, Jerry,
all right,
thank you so much,
bro.
sir. Okay. That's Jerry for us there. And I'm going to get another caller on the line. Let's see. Hello there. Hello there.
Hello, my good general. Etukano Mike.
The Prince Jejeman, representing IPOB. For live.
Baba.
The Prince, how are you tonight?
Baba, I'm fine. And you and family?
Well, I'm here, still kind of, pushing it. Thanks for asking, Baba.
I'm so happy I got through tonight. I've been calling these days.
It's not been so busy, like, so it shouldn't be too
overtake,
difficult.
Don't take overtake.
Eh?
I said it's like overtake, don't take overtake.
Here we are. The Prince.
Yes. Yeah, Baba. This message today, we thank you. I want to encourage our people. I beg, making a share. Any person will no share this message in a winch and wizard and IB. Make we share quick.
Tell them.
I like this one, our platform, our message, voice of the voiceless. Now this platform be.
Thank you, Baba.
So, Baba, you see, Kolu the other day, Kolu, I want to touch the one where you do the other day. Kolu was telling the world that his name should be in the Guinness Book of Records.
Yes. Ballon de
I think for him to capture Nigeria, I think it's buy the whole Nigeria.
Guinness World Record. Okay.
That one should enter inside Guinness Book of Records. For him to go school as a woman and graduate as a man, that one should enter inside Guinness Book of Records. And for him to be repairable, the first repairable damages or damage president of the world, then that one should go into Guinness Book of Records too. Well, my brother,
the Prince.
You see, the problem is say Nigerian people, it's like, let's say they carry shit, they rob everybody for face.
Yeah.
They wait on a go do. But God pass witches and wizards. Because Kolu, I see him as witches and wizards. They say witch in a woman, then wizard in a man.
That's right.
But he own na two in one. As he go school as a woman, graduate as a man. So na double witches and wizard na him be. But God pass him. God pass him. Yeah, the day where Nigeria The day where the whole Nigeria go stone am, that day that one go enter inside Guinness Book of Records. So we can continue the yab everybody, because and the other one will be like a ghost. That will Buhari. That one stand near him. They tell the whole Nigeria, say let the poor breathe. They mock everybody. Let the poor breathe, but you hold everybody neck. You hold everybody, suffocate everybody. Baba, that one. Then you see this issue of religion.
Say Muslim. When I saw the story of that woman 3 days ago, I was like, oh my God, this woman is still in detention. I read the news like about a year ago when that happened, right? And I was like, oh my, she's still really? I'm going to touch this, but I couldn't last night. But I also can't just let go tonight. I am happy that I actually shared that. I feel better. So everybody who is watching can understand what it means to end up in the trap of Nigeria. It could be like, say, you don't exist. Everybody will just move on.
You do well to share this today, honestly, because you see, Nigeria, one thing like when Kolu go to Germany and he was telling them about this Guinness, they want to bring story to divert your attention so that you'll be talking every day. They bring new things so that you'll be talking before you know it, 4 years don't pass. You understand? You forget that they are destroying the every day that pass. Your life, your destiny is going.
They pay me, Prince. Say, do you know that most of what we are saying now about Nigeria, that people are all suffering and all of that? I started seeing some of my posts, my videos in 2017, 2009 or more. Do you know that it was almost just like a replay? I was talking about removal of fuel subsidy when the fuel jumped from 87 naira to 140 something naira. I was analyzing the hardship. I showed those on like a warm up. I was analyzing the economy. I was seeing all of the posts, Baba, and I was like, oh my God, man.
Baba, say you know how to put 1 and 1 to 2 to the 3. You understand? And the way they do it, go be like saying a prophecy. You know, be prophet, you understand? Some people gonna say, you better make you open church. You speak like a prophet. There's nothing like prophecy there. It's because you can see make 1 and plus 1 and 1, make plus and minus, and you know where this disaster is going. You see, this religious something that you touch, I want to remind our people. We have a nearby country. There's Togo there, there's Ghana there. These people, they have Muslim in their country and they have Christians.
They do.
Senegal have Muslim in their country and they have Christians. Yeah. This kind of blasphemy and all said and done, is it happening there? The answer is no. You understand me? They are living side by side, eating together. There is nothing like all this. But Nigeria is a fraud. People should know that Nigeria is a fraud. I'm begging British, let them do this thing peacefully, because it's going to break violently. One day it's going to break up violently. If they do,
if somebody tell me now, say, okay, hang on. If I see what they are doing to those, I don't have any religion now. I don't have any religion, but I respect people with their faith too. I always say that, okay?
Exactly.
But just don't take it, don't pass your boundary. Do you understand? So just leave it as it is. Now, I have seen what they have done to people using religion. I've seen pastors use his power. I have seen emirs, I've seen sheikh, I've seen all of them use their power. And they always use that to say they are trying to protect the faith that they believe is the best and this or that. Now, for somebody to be like me, we don't get any religion now. So if I choose that, I want to live in Nigeria, okay? And I don't want to give a damn about anybody's, you know what I mean? Like what you call your faith and all of that. Your rules are not going to be applicable to me. Sure, you get
exactly.
Now decided that I'm going to harm myself. Do everything I have to do. Enough that if you carry your will come my side, it's going to be like Asari versus Setompolo kind of a thing.
Exactly.
So if you are bringing machetes and wood and I carry out my gun and I shoot and I kill as much as possible, so if I am somebody like that, I won't be wrong. I will only be stupid to think that because it is me and the world that these criminals are creating, Prince Jejeman,
Mm-hmm.
maybe it can never happen to me. It can happen to any of us.
Anybody. Exactly. Yes, of course.
And
yes,
people
of
like
course,
us,
my
why
ego.
could they be that? If one afar,
You are.
or Emia, they tell me, say, what he
Mm.
just told me is fine now. And I'm saying, Emia, you dey mad, you know. Some guys can't go gather. You get me? I know, say they will gather. Meanwhile, me, I know.
Exactly.
So somebody like me, there will be wahala be that. All I have to do is to gather my own guys too. Give those I will give gun to. Give those I will give cutlass to. So the man just say, that my yegun, his own is too much, and you are coming for me in the name of Allah. Oh, mama, now. So, she wala no go there at the end of the day. Because if you are telling me to obey it, if you are telling me to avoid problem and just keep quiet, and I said I'm not going to keep quiet, would I be a troublemaker? Would I be the one inciting public?
At all.
Why should me not accepting them be incitement of the public? And you want peace? Peace no go there.
My ego. You know, you are completely right. What I want to say to our British grandfather, they listen to your program. Please break up this thing you put together. It is not working. It is not working. This crude oil has turned to blood. Every day, people are being killed in their thousands. Enough is enough. You understand? It's not compatible.
It's not.
The ideology is not compatible. Somebody say he wants a Sharia nation. Let him have his Sharia nation and do these things in Sharia way. You know, I want a civilization. Let me do my things in a civilized way. I don't want a grazing route. Everything I do it in ranch in the modern way that is being done. And you want this thing, even God in the Bible separated herdsmen and farmers, Abraham and Lot. God told Abraham, separate, so that there should be no war between you. All these things, our religious leaders are not coming out. Christian Association of Nigeria now is now politicized. It's politicians that are now leading everywhere. You understand? Where that politics are not supposed to enter. The other day, when Deborah died, another thing, our GO, Baba Adeboye, is doing prayer work. What is prayer work? For goodness sake. There's time. The Bible said there's time for everything. All this thing that you are analyzing now is the thing that our religious leader should come out and speak out and protest about it. Let the people be aware of this danger that is around them. You know, Mayegu, God bless you. Continue the fire you have to Kano Mike. It's going far. One day this liberation must come because this madness called Nigerian Zoo won't continue. That is guaranteed by special grace of God. God bless you. Good night,
sir. You too, the Prince. Thank you so much for that. I have another caller, by the way. Yeah. Hello there.
Hello, Uncle Beatrice.
Hey, hello, ma. That's our lady. Lady Beatrice. You might need to mute the broadcast or still, like, you know, sort of.
I did what?
Like you might need to mute the broadcast because I can hear myself right.
Already. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right, ma'am. How are you tonight?
I watch 3 channels at the same time.
I know.
Fine, thank you.
It does happen anyway because you probably are just there like trying to get through, and while you didn't want to miss the program as well. Then boom, you have been connected, and here you are. I know.
Excuse me.
It's good to have you back, ma'am. Please.
No, it's okay. It's very unfortunate what is going on to us in our country.
It is, ma'am.
Very, very unfortunate. I don't think leaves religion out of the whole thing. As human beings, there's nothing that is permanent in this world. We used to have teachers when we were in primary school. Some of them may not be alive any longer. But they did a lot to impact knowledge into us so that we can be good people when we grow up.
See?
The people in this same of affairs today, the way Wike is talking only tells you what he did to Rivers State. If he wants 25% of Rivers money from the present governor of Rivers State, that tells you what he did to Rivers State himself.
When he was in charge.
When he was in charge. And I lived in Rivers State for about 3 years. You know, that's Wike, they call it Wike, W-I-K-E, right? But they are Igbos. They are Wike. He's supposed to be N, one Wike.
I've heard that before, and that's what caused the problem between him and Nnamdi Kanu.
Yes.
That one was analyzing how they changed their names and who they are. The real name of all those lands that they've tried to change some of them to Umu this, Umu that, Urumu this, Urumu that, and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
So that conversation online was actually what triggered Obigo massacre.
I understand. The way, the impunity that guy has, talking about this is, but you can see he's shrinking, he's going. You can see him that he's thinning down.
He said he's not worried, but he looks worried.
He's thinning down. That's the word I like to use. He's thinning. Something can be big and gradually begin to thin and thin and thin until the person is gone. The money they cannot spend, the money that will kill them, they keep grabbing it.
Amassing it.
My dear brother, the voice of elderly women and men and children in that country who have no benefit of anything from any human being, who even manage to raise their children, and their children are all stranded.
See?
Every time they are calling God on top of these people, it will work. They know today, but they don't know tomorrow.
They don't.
They don't know tomorrow. Now,
you know, there's something we say in Yoruba, right? There's something we say. Sorry, I apologize for that. Okay, yeah, is that you know, in fact, I'll let you continue because I just felt bad that I should have let you continue there. Okay?
Yeah, I speak Yoruba too. I was born in Lagos. I speak very good Yoruba, you know. But you see, the evil they are doing, they will repeat and it will kill them one by one. They may not even die by Nigerians stoning them. Look at him, look at his face now, look at him, the condition. The money he thought he has stolen, and it's still not enough.
Because he wants to control people.
He wants to.
It's about power. I think they have this adrenaline for it. It's like an addiction.
I think so.
You know what I mean? Like you get addicted to.
Emilokon drained Lagos State. Lagos State was not built by him.
You know,
Lagos State was the federal capital. I knew when Jack Conde was governor of Lagos State. He built many things.
Yes.
All of a sudden, now he is now the one that made Lagos State.
He is now the creator of Lagos State.
With all the drug money, with all the stolen money from Lagos State, it's still not enough.
No.
It is still not enough. That shows you that they are not directed by God. The evil that is working in them is what will destroy them one by one.
Amen to that.
Amen. The devil came to steal, to kill, steal, and destroy. The money imagine this. What do you call
Emefiele himself? Yeah, Godwin.
I saw a post by this young man, this young guy that I like to watch his something too. Nigerian Voice Tower. Right. I don't know whether you know him. If you see what this guy showed, all the billions, not millions, billions Emefiele is returning. Emefiele is returning. He showed documents concerning all of them. Not only he called names, and I was shaking when I was listening to the information. You know, people like me now, I cannot base on that and start writing because it is not authentic to me. But
from the source to quote as a journalist, you
do. So you have to be sure you are putting right, but you can say alleged.
Yes.
You can say alleged. That shows, you know, or arguably.
Like it's been reported until it's debunked.
Exactly, or arguably, all these words can be used if I'm not the one that got the information. So, but the people, I don't know, my brother. I don't know what they are doing with money. Money is good, and money is also destructive.
None of us have a clue that you will steal so much money from your country, and the first place you think of is to take it out of that country, and you're not even thinking about the economy of your own country.
About your own country.
What do you do with that money?
The people are suffering. Our young boys and girls have died towards Europe.
Yes,
they have died, drowned. Have you ever seen them having a meeting on how to stop it?
Because they started it.
They go and borrow this money. They lock the door and share it. Yes. Everybody can come. The head of the other, what do you call it? The head of this House of Ghanaian.
Which of them? Akpabiole.
The Akpabiole. All of them have no fear of God.
No, God is still like they always act. They play God. That's what they do. They don't fear anything. Yeah, it's just when people begin to now say, let us pray to God to change their heart. I said, even God is done with them. Can't you see?
Yeah.
There is no presence of anything godliness in these people. You can't be godly and be dark-hearted like this, watching people die, consequences of your greed, the decision, and you couldn't change that. Rather, you were making money from it. How could you then say God should touch them? God is even done with them. Can't you see?
If you allow me,
yes,
I give 1 minute story about my mother.
Go on.
During Nigerian Biafran War, my mother was a very active woman.
Oh, bless her soul.
She was the first Biafran lady that came to Nigeria to come and carry our property from Ofa. Yeah? But then 2 of my siblings had kwashiorkor during Biafra. But somehow, YWCA, I don't know what it means, YWCA set up.
YWCA, I think it's like a young women of, I think I have heard that too. Very, go on, ma'am.
Yeah, they set up that relief something. And my mother was one of those working in that relief system, receiving the relief and sharing it to the villagers. They were not paying them with cash. Yeah? They were paying them with foodstuff. That was how we started surviving little by little. But you see, the foodstuff they will give my mother this week, because it used to be weekly payment. The foodstuff they will give her this week will be for us.
For the household.
And our family people. And then the next week, all our village people will line up in the front of my father's house. My mother was sharing for them, in spite of the ones they have received from the system, the YWCA. My mom was sharing this thing. It was not about us. She would take care of her children, and she would take care of many out there. And then there was no money. People were suffering.
The power of sharing.
Sharing. So she made sure, when we now came back to Lagos, my mother started Olumo Bakery and all those bread selling things. My mother was the one who initiated all our townswomen on how to sell. They will come and take bread from her. She will put their own commission. All of them, she taught them how to do business.
So everybody got rid of it. Like all those things could still exist today, but the money to do them now, where are they? They keep mopping them and taking them out.
Yeah, what I'm trying to pick out is having the heart for other people.
Yes.
Life is not about you and your family alone.
It shouldn't be.
Wike talking, even the talk is killing him. Look at him now. Every time he's talking nonsense all over the place. He's shrinking, and one day he'll slump in his office and die. All that money he will not take home.
He won't.
Maybe his wife now will be the one to enjoy it.
Well,
all these people, they should have a second thought. What this thing we are doing? Look at, if you go to Nigerian prisons, my brother, if you go to Nigerian prisons, you will see people they caught maybe who stole 200 naira or who stole a loaf of bread, they kept them in prison for years.
That's right, because they couldn't pay fine of 5,000, 10,000.
No, they couldn't bribe anybody. But these people are wrecking our economy. They have wrecked all the money they've been borrowing since this how many months they entered. What did they do with the money?
Gone.
They're sharing it within themselves.
My lady, thank you so much, Maria.
My brother, I don't want to take your time, but please, you that is talking, talk in that direction, that they should remember that this Nigeria is not meant for them alone.
No. And we'll continue to remind them.
Yeah.
And, you know, one thing I love about our platform here is this, right? When
Yeah.
I seems to have missed anything or unintentionally sort of not touched a part of our convo, majority of you just come on here to finish the job. You just did one of them now. So thank you very much. Okay.
God bless you, my brother.
Good one, ma. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma. So that's Lady Beatrice, right here in the UK. Now I'm going to call it a night. Okay. I know we have a lot of us who still probably want to call in, and you will say, but we still have time. I know we should have a time. But this is my own sort of where we draw the curtains. Okay. So thank you so much to every one of us who turned up again. Okay. I will see you some other time, but do me that one very singular favor. You are here already. So if you are going to leave now, like the broadcast, and then maybe subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'll see you again next time. Until then, take it easy and stay safe. Good night.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara yìí. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Mayegun dayari politico. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Presido bá rúfin o. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá ti ń gbà rìbá. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràjò.
Máyégún ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràjò.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀, Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkanṣá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣeré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣeré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lérí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀gọ̀ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́, ó ti dọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà. Àìsíwọ̀lú ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o, ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.